What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about syrup today, Maple Finance. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. What a massive move today, 42%. Wow, that's awesome, man. And even at the high here, let's see, from an open to a tip there, that was overall 70% move, bro. Beautiful, beautiful. Finding some resistance, yes, yes. You're probably not financial advice, not a financial advisor. You're probably going to pull back a little bit, but I think that this is just the beginning of more to come, right? It doesn't stop here. That's for damn sure. Over the days, over the weeks to come, you will continue to grow. Maybe through the rest of the day, we'll pull back, but we'll figure that out. I want to look at MPL, right? We're at 25 cents. So that'd be $25, I think, right? Or $250. I can't remember. That'd be $25 for MPL. Let's see if we still have it. Oh, good. They still have it. I don't know when this is going to go away, but it won't be up forever. Probably after next month. Right. So if you're at 25 cents now, that puts you at $25. $25 here, and actually, sorry, not 25 cents. Where'd you go? Where was your high? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Your high was all the way up at 31 cents essentially. So 31 cents. That puts you up here, right? Okay, so like and a little bit lower than this line even, right? Like a little bit above that line, but whatever. Puts you right in this area where not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Over the past like couple of years, over the last year and a half, this has been an area that you found resistance. So maple doesn't exist anymore, right? MPL, it's not existent. It's syrup now. Syrup is the thing, but syrup here on a weekly basis, this is all the history that we have available to us, right? For maple, we've got all this history from beforehand. So in a certain essence, we've got the price action here where we don't have it here, so we know what's resistance, and it's no mistake that we found resistance right here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If we moved up to 31 cents today, it's very possible that we could continue working our way up to about 36 cents, something like this, see some resistance in this area here before getting a pullback. I would expect that syrup does pull back probably to about 20 cents if I'm looking at it. So we're at 25 cents now. That sounds about right. Yeah. Probably does pull back to about 20 cents, which should be here right at this high. Yeah, right there. A little bit below 20 cents even is possible, is fine. If we're looking at this from a relative high here to a relative low there, you went all the way up. You just skimmed that golden ratio. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but depending on how the next day or so goes, depending on how you close today and going into tomorrow, if you can continue to move up, if you can move up to like 32 cents or 36 cents, that's great. But skimming the golden ratio like this, falling just shy of it, oftentimes that does implicate a rather bearish kind of drop. And at the best case scenario, you'd bounce off the 100, if not hit the 886, something like this, and that could put you at about 19.3 cents to 17.6 cents. So anything and everything in between is very acceptable. If you bounce above 19.3 cents, that would be very bullish. You take this rather bearish look and you'd say, nope, we're bullish still. There's a lot of anticipation on this thing. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but my opinion is, you guys, that projects like this, DeFi projects, whether they're DeFi or not, this technically isn't really a DeFi project. It's more of like it's like crypto finance. It's like integratable crypto finance. I don't know. It's not DeFi. There's a DeFi element to it, but DeFi projects I think are really going to do well. I very much do think that DeFi projects are going to do well. They're the ones that throughout like since April 7th, they're the ones that are pumping. Everybody's saying, when's alt season going to start? But anybody who's invested in DeFi projects or AI coins, you're like, alt season's here, bro. What are you talking about? This is actually, I want to be clear here too, guys, because this is something that even people who are experienced in crypto can experience, and you won't even notice it happening. But if you're not paying attention to what's hot in the space, if you're not paying attention to the latest thing, it might not even be in the top 200. You know what I mean? If you're not paying attention to whatever it is, you're going to miss out on alt season, right? Last cycle you had DeFi summer. If you were like me and you were paying attention to only the OG coins at the time, or the coins from the last cycle, or coins that were new but not in DeFi, you missed out on a lot of pumping. You missed out on a lot of action. For me, I remember last cycle, I'm like, what do you mean we had an alt season? What do you mean? And then I look at all these coins, I'm like, oh, wow, how come I never looked into these? If you're not paying attention, if you're not with the times, you guys, you're not keeping up with what's hot, you're going to miss out on it, right? We had the same kind of thing happen with Onyx coin. Everybody I don't know what just happened there. Everybody in January was complaining about the bull market, but anybody invested in Onyx coin was having a hell of a time. And I think the same thing is going to happen with not just Maple here, or not just syrup, but with any kind of DeFi protocol, right? So don't miss the boat. I feel like DeFi for me is one of the bigger sects that I'm investing in crypto, and I've noticed it. I've noticed that it's actually been outperforming the market. I want to say it's been outperforming the market. Not every DeFi protocol, right? But a good bit of them that are outperforming the market are DeFi protocols. And I just wonder how many people have noticed that or haven't noticed that, right? I've noticed that myself, and it really makes me want to go heavy into DeFi. A lot of people, whenever they talk about what the next big thing is going to be this cycle, they don't want to regurgitate last cycle's stuff, right? But I do think that DeFi is one of the most practical and obvious sects of crypto that will go up this cycle, because this is the institutional cycle, right? This is when we have institutional financial entities coming in, and they're likely going to integrate themselves in the form of DeFi, right? DeFi or not non-DeFi, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm trying to say. I do expect we go lower. Let's look at some fibs here, or some indicators here. So using the RSI, you're pretty hot. You're pretty hot on the RSI. You could get hotter. You absolutely could. But if we're looking at this for what it's worth, just right where you are here, this seems to be where you find resistance, right? So if you go higher, probably not that much higher. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Pretty damn hot there. 95, bro. That is hot. 94. It's a very high reading. That's the highest reading you've seen your whole life, Syrup. What about Maple? What about Maple? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Let's see here. Yeah, man. You get up to these readings like every now and then. I don't think you've even seen a 94 on Maple's timeline, man. This is the for Maple's finance for Maple Finance. I think this is the highest that you've ever been on a 4-hour RSI. Nope, I take it back, except for here. But you're at those limits, right? You're at those limits there. So you likely will come back down, right? At least to some degree, you'll come back down. For Syrup, I would think that you come down at least to the 60, if not lower, something like that. So a little bit of a pullback is to come probably by the end of the day. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you're looking at Syrup right now today, you're like, wow, it's up 38%. Just wait. It'll probably give you an opportunity to buy back below 20 cents if I really had to guess. That's where I'll be buying. That's where I'm looking to scoop some up. Wish I bought down here, but I thought like the rest of the market, I thought that you would be rolling over, and you just didn't. You didn't, so you went off, right? This would have been a perfect area to buy, but not financial advice, not a financial advisor. It's not in me from a low to a high. Actually, I thought it didn't hit its 382. That would have been a perfect, man. If I saw that, I just wasn't paying attention, because if I saw that, I would have bought here. Absolutely, I would have. Oh well, that's okay. That's what you get for paying attention to too many coins and not paying close enough attention to all of them. Yeah, you had a little bearish divergence. I don't know. It wasn't obvious, and I was expecting that Bitcoin and the rest of the markets would drop. So even with this, I probably would have thought we'd go lower. But that's perfect, man. That's a perfect maneuver right there. Good job. Let's see here. From a low to a high here. Yeah, 19 cents, guys. 19 cents or lower. That's where you're going. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. As far as the downside goes, that's the expectation. As far as the upside goes, guys, we're just tickling the surface right now. We got a lot of growth to go. If I really had to guess, let's just see here real quick. I meant to end the video, but we're gonna do this real quick. Let's see. Let me just do this. Bam. There we go. Why is it not? I want it to be like full. There we go, like that. From a high to a low, we're talking about $1.63 to $2.57. Okay, something like that. That's the expectation. So getting in at 20 cents, that's the expectation overall. And I think that you could even go higher, but $1.63 to $2.57. Again, this is $257 to $163. I'm aware of that, but Syrup is at a 100 to 1 ratio, right? Of Maple. So even prices as high as $5 could be possible for Syrup by the end of this rally, at the end of this endeavor, but I'm not anticipating that necessarily. I think something closer to about $2.57, $1.63, somewhere in there. Above $1.60, below $3, that's the or maybe even right at $3 could be the expectation by the end of this move. You're at 24 cents now and dropping. I got nothing else for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye.